Hi, I'm Nick Henderson. I'm here representing Camborne, Cornish, the Foundation for Bringing in Renewable Energy Technology. We were approached by the National Trust to deliver some energy-saving methods for their holiday cottages, which are near Cadbury's Cove, down by the Lizard. We did a site visit and we collated all our data from the site visit using a wiki, and we performed a SAT report on the properties, and as you can see they don't perform particularly favourably, as low as you can get really, which is not surprising given the age. So we came up with 3 solutions. The first is to insulate the building. We will internally insulate, internally because we're trying to preserve the heritage of the building, which we believe would be in the National Trust's interest. Externally would be more, would be a better option, but it would involve cladding the entire building and all the heritage would be lost. So we've gone for it internally, which means removing all the plasterboard, 60 millimetres of Celotex, followed by a 25mm air gap, which just brings it in within building regulations. Similarly, we do the floor, 60mm of high density Celotex with a floating chipboard floor. That would reach a capital cost of around £14,000. We've saved 20,000 kilowatt hours a year of heat, approximately £1,400 per year. And that's a saving of 9 tonnes per year of carbon dioxide. Now, that equates to you're paying £76 every tonne of carbon dioxide you save. To put that in context, it would cost you about £350 per tonne of carbon dioxide saved for a 5 kilowatt wind turbine, so comparatively it's rather cheap. That's offering payback of 10 years. Secondly, we would install secondary glazing on the windows. It's obviously not the best option, but again they're old sash windows. We believe it's in a conservation area, and the price of installing double or triple glazed sash windows is prohibitive. So we've gone for secondary glazing, which does halve the U values, around £200 per window according to our resident joiner. It's far cheaper than double glazing, and again we preserve the heritage. That's a capital cost of £4,000, around 30 square metres of window. It's saving 5,000 kilowatt hours per year, which is £300 to £400 per annum. The CO2 saves 2 tonnes per year. The cost of the emissions is around £100 per tonne. Our third and final solution would be a biomass boiler. This would replace the old night storage heaters which they've got in there, which all our figures and numbers are based on the price of Economy 7 tariff, by the way. So the building would require 24 megawatt hours of heat after its post-installation of the windows, which would equate to around a 20 kilowatt install capacity machine. At a capital cost of around £15,000, a maximum of £15,000. That's saving 24 megawatt hours a year. You'd still be generating that 24 megawatt hours a year, but you'd be using very, very low carbon fuel. Saving 11 tonnes of CO2 per year, basically. It's costing £90 per tonne of CO2. There's a renewable heat incentive which is due to be coming into force by the end of next year, which would pay 9 pence per kilowatt hour generated for renewable heat systems. This equates to rather a lot of money. You get an annual revenue from the biomass boiler, £2,700 plus £1,700 for the energy displaced from the storage heaters, which would offer a payback time of 3 to 4 years. So overall, it's a total capital cost of £35,000, includes everything, offering annual savings of £3,500 on the fuel bills. Now this is based on the suggestion we have about where the National Trust would source their fuel from. If they were able to set aside 1 to 2 hectares of land to grow either short rotation coppice or miscanthus, you could easily fuel the the needs of the biomass boiler. Otherwise, you would have to reduce this figure somewhat for the purchases of wood. So yeah, overall the payback time is 6 years. Now this is based on, like I've said, them sourcing their own wood, and also you would need the renewable heat incentive to come into force, which has not been completely confirmed yet. It's still in talks, but it's looking like it's going ahead. It's saving overall 22 tonnes of CO2 per year, which is 440 tonnes overall if you take a 20-year horizon, beyond which you can't really plan properly anyway. But the lifetime of most of the components, apart from the biomass boiler, will be much longer than 20 years. Overall, it costs you £90 per tonne CO2 saved. There's our final environmental impact rating. But as you can see, it's rather good. The energy efficiency rating isn't so good. This is due to the fact that the biomass boiler itself isn't actually particularly energy efficient. But according to the SAP report, it isn't particularly energy efficient. But the cost comes down when you're producing your own fuel, and it is comparative to oil in cost. So thank you very much. Anyone have any questions?
Thank you, Nick. I think Alistair has snuck in.